Well, here we are on our 109, testing the control surfaces, getting ready for takeoff. We're in the Kuban, which is north shore of the Black Sea, and we're going to do a bomber intercept mission today, which means that we are flying to a point where we think there'll be some bombers, and then we're going to take them out as best we can. And there's our airfield, there's the Black Sea. And now we'll come around and we're going to head east, east-northeast, as we've been vectored into the site of the bombers where they're planning to drop. Now we're going to cut out a lot of this travel time to get to the place. And then we're going to find ourselves right on top of the bombers. They're going to be American-made A-20s, and I think they're got some top cover from some P-39s, I think. Okay, here we go. We're coming in. We're doing high attack on these A-20s. Some good hits there. Now I'm thinking, shall I follow this guy down, because they've left there's two bombers there that have left the pack. I don't want to really leave the pack, because there they are, because they're still heading towards their target, and our job is to try and prevent them from getting there. So, we're coming back up on another group of 3 A-20s here. And luckily we're not taking too much rear gunner fire. It can often be quite intense. Ooh, I get some good hits. They are flying out of... Okay, so now the bombs are being dropped. And they've given up on their target. Now they just want to survive. So, mission accomplished. One of my buddies is taking out that guy down there, and he's toast. He's on fire. Now, I'm trying to set up to come in on one of the remaining... now you see here the crew has bailed out of that burning A-20, and you can see the chutes. The war is over for you, my friend. You're in enemy territory, about to be captured. Okay. Now there's my other buddy, another 109 G4. A very nice airplane. These German airplanes, I tell you, they're fun to fly. They're pretty smooth. Okay, so this was, I think, the original guy that I hit. Who's gone low, but you can see he's smoking. So is his buddy. So we'll come up behind him and we'll turn the icons off so they don't distract us. We'll come right in on this guy, slow it down. So that's the 109 cannon just tearing into that A-20. Now, is he... No, it looks like he's still... So we'll pull up over top of him. And we'll come down for another pass. Yeah, well, this guy's toast. I'm using up a lot of ammos on these A20s, which is going to affect me as I try to get home. There he goes. Goodbye. Not enough time to bail out that time. Now, search for some more bombers here. They're all scattered. Their mission has been totally disrupted thanks to the heavy cannons of this 109. Oh, here was one more. All right. Now, occasionally you can see my ammo counter to the left of, just to the left of the, sort of the aiming reticle there. There you come, Franz Beckenbauer to the rescue. Okay, so we're pursuing this fella. I do think we eventually catch him. I don't know where all my buddies have gone. Okay, let's have a look from his point of view here. Come on. Goodbye. Whoa. Now you're going to see, there's one guy bailing. As this airplane loses the ability to maintain flight. Another guy bails. I don't know if the pilot manages to get out. There's another guy, he gets out. This airplane has had the biscuit right into the trees. But no explosion. Now I'm looking around wondering what's happened to him. I didn't even see an explosion. Nor did I see him spinning out because my views were disrupted. Okay, now you can see the ammo counter just to the left of that brown chin rest. There's three vertical indicators. The two white ones on the outside are the machine guns, and it looks like there's just a bit of a few rounds left in the cannons. And machine guns, it's hard to bring down airplanes with just machine guns, so you get a good view of it. Okay, so we're heading... Oh, there's someone. Who is it? Is that a P-39? I think so. Okay, so now we're headed back in towards enemy territory. Trying to catch up with this P-39. With low ammo, so taking a bit of a risk. However, I see three other guys, and I say, no, sir, let's get the hell out of here. Because I got no ammo, and it'd be 4-on-1, so now we're turning for home. You know, very judicious decision on my part, not to get killed. And you can see 3 airplanes ahead of me. I believe that is 2 109s and 1 P-39. So, been not a bad day. I think I got three of those heavy A-20s on this sortie. You'll see a bit of a dogfight here on the left as the 39 tangles with those 2 109s, but I know that's well in hand. That's 2-on-1. I don't need to help him out. Checking my 6. Oh, there's still 3 airplanes coming my way. And now we'll see this P-39 trying to head for the hills with our buddies trying to bring him down, and we shall carry on our merry way heading back to the base, which is just to the left of those 3 lakes that you see off in the distance there, and there's a bit of a rise before we get to the airfield. I'm making for that. Oh, wait a minute. I did decide that there's 3 of us now, so it could be a 3-on-3 with those other 3 airplanes that were tailing me. So I figure that's a bit more of a fair fight. So I head into the fray. And I'm going to, who am I going to, I think I'm going to take that guy on top there. Not him, but the next guy. Oh, yes, it is him. We'll come over the top. I hope I have enough energy to get over on top of him. It looks like I do. And now I'm behind him. Okay, now our job is to see if we can get behind him close enough that we can shoot him down. So we're now in a situation where we're sort of riding the edge of the envelope here. You can see a little buffet there, almost stalling it out. Now, who's got the best characteristics? Which airplane can fly that edge of that envelope the best to get behind your opponent to a position where you can shoot him? And what you have to do is you got to get your nose in front of them, and you're just having a little buffet there, but you're getting your nose in front of them, and that cuts them off in the circle you're both doing and enables you to close up some ground. And once you've closed up enough ground, then you can go back into lag pursuit where you put your nose behind him, and now he knows I'm behind him, so he reverses. Now I got a shot. I got a bad shot. And so he chops. Now he chops throttle, so I overshoot him. Now he could potentially get behind me, except that I have a little more energy, so I did a low yo-yo, and I was able to get behind him again, and the same routine, try and pull some lead pursuit, get close enough. Now since he's chopped the throttle, his energy is low, and he's got to maybe get some back by doing a dive, which he does, and now he makes a big mistake. What he really should be doing is a spiral dive. You got to try and hit the pilot, eh? You got to try and hit the canopy if you can. Kill the guy, because you're not going to knock the plane out with your measly 50 calibers. Short bursts, trying to conserve ammo. Oh, that was pretty good. Not a bad attempt there. But now I'm woefully low. And May have a couple more rounds in me. Oh, and now my buddy comes and giving me a hand there. Okay, so now I'm going to back off. Now I'm out of ammo, so I got to get home. And unfortunately, there's 3 airplanes, 3 enemies, B-39s, to my right there. Unfortunately, at the time, I only saw 2 of them. I didn't see this guy here coming around behind me. I had no idea he was there. So I figure, okay, what I got to do, if they're going to overfly the airfield while I'm trying to land, I got to try and pull the military landing, which is you keep your speed up, and you go right across the runway, and you do a steep turn, try and bleed off as much airspeed as you can. You know, cut the throttle, and extend the flaps in the gear, and hopefully they don't get a good shot at you while you're slow trying to land. So, well, that's there those 2 guys are. I know they're going to cause problems. There's those lakes that I was talking about. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to come across the airfield and see if I can't somehow survive. And there's that guy behind me that I have no idea that he's there. So I figure I've got, I got a little more leeway than I do have, because I got these guys in front of me. So I formate on this guy, and he turns into me, passes me. And so I got him to break off his attack on these other 2 guys over my airfield. Same thing with this guy. I pull behind him, he notices me, he breaks off. Okay, so now I figure I got a clear path here. I figure those guys have broken off. They're a long ways behind me now, except for the guy that I didn't see. So there's my airfield. There's all the guns, which is another reason you get close to your airfield, because those guns can take out those airplanes. Okay, so there's my cross. Now I start pulling high G turn. And cut the throttle. Try and get my speed down. I was doing about 500 knots there, or kilometers an hour. And then this guy hits me. I didn't see him. He really blasts the living shit out of me. Luckily, I survived that. He didn't hit me. But now, my only option really is to belly land this thing as quick as I can and get out of there. Half the tail is shot off. I bring her in. And survive the landing. And come home with a bent airplane. But 3 kills. So that was an exciting sortie. That was a good one. Franz Beckenbauer, I'm in a career mode, so I get killed. That's it. I'm dead. I'm going to start over. So there's the old field.